Hello guys, how are you? I'm here again. We're going to review the WHIPP soap made by NAMU. And, here it is. So this is the WHIPP soap, which is made by NAMU of Thailand. So when you open this one, it's gonna be look like this. It has a net and the soap is inside, and I just used this one. So yeah, the Snail White WHIPP soap is a moisturizing bar soap. Comes with a delicate net with a net to create a soft, luxurious facial foam that deeply cleanses and nourishes the skin. It has a Bearberry Leaf Extract, visibly brightens the skin, while Blackcurrant Seed Oil, Sunflower Oil Concentrate, and balloon wine extract help to soothe sensitive areas of the skin. It also has a Hyaluronsan HA hydrates and refreshes for natural, radiant, dewy, and younger looking skin. So we're going we'll be going over to the ingredients of this product. So you just go to the raffanybeautyproduct.com, and the description is on the description below of this video. And yeah, just have a quick tip. When you're using this soap, the purpose of the net is not to scrub your face or your body. You just rub it and it will create a foam, and then get the foam of it, and that's the one that get use on your face, your body, or wherever you want to use it. And that's how it used. So let's go over to the ingredients here. So it has water. I'm just gonna show you our website, and this is how it looks like. It has a net here, and let's go to our website. So alright, let's do it full here. So when you go to our website, you'll find the description here and the ingredients. So it has the first ingredients here, of course, water, and the ingredients are clickable. You just click it and you will be sent to the external website that has the information of the ingredients of Snail White WHIPP soap. So the first ingredients is the water, and the next is the sodium palmitate. The sodium palmitate is it's emulsifying, it's surfactant, cleansing, and it says here viscosity controlling. So that's what it says here. Alright, so let's go to the other ingredients. It has a sodium Myristate. Oops, what happened there? So it's also a surfactant, cleansing, emulsifying. Alright, and the next one is the sodium stearate. The sodium stearate is a very classic old school cleansing agent, a soap, the sodium salt of stearic acid. It is known for its rich, creamy foam and being quite harsh on the skin. If it's not in a soap bar, it can also function as an emulsifier or consistency agent. So that's what it does to the soap here. So the next one is the glycerin. It's always found on soap. So the next ingredients, and it's redirecting to our website. Our source here is the insidecoder.com. So glycerin is a natural moisturizer that's also in our skin. So a super common, safe, effective, and cheap molecule used for more than 50 years. Not only a simple moisturizer, but knows much more. Keep the skin lipids between our skin cells in a healthy liquid crystal state. So protects against irritation, helps to restore barrier, effective from as low as 3%, with even more benefits at higher concentration of up to 20 to 40%. So around 10% is a good usability effectiveness sweet spot. So it has a higher glycerin moisturizer are awesome for treating severely dry skin. That's the glycerin. So this whip soap has so many ingredients in here. It has also a sodium Cocoyl Isethionate. It's hard to pronounce it. And according to the details here, it's a cleansing agent that claimed to be so gentle on the skin that it hardly impacts the skin barrier. It also gives a rich, creamy foam. It's based on vegetable fatty acid and is readily biodegradable. It's an especially important and popular ingredient in Syndet bars or soupless soups. It was the Dr. Leslie Bowman says in her great cosmetics dermatology book that thanks to the unique molecular characteristic of sodium Cocoyl Isethionate, it has defined a new dimension of the mildness of cleansing bars. Alright, so that's what it says here. So the next one we have here is the Niacinamide. And this one is popular also on most of the soap. And it says here it's a multifunctional skincare superstar with several proven benefits for the skin. So a great anti-aging, wrinkle smoothing ingredients used at 4 to 5% concentration. Fades brown spots alone or in combination with amino sugar acetyl glucosamine. So increased ceramide synthesis that result in a stronger, healthier skin barrier and better skin hydration. So it can help to improve several skin conditions, including acne, rosacea, and atopic dermatitis. So the next one here is the Butylene Glycol. This one is also popular on soap. So Butylene Glycol, or let's just call it BG, is a multitasking colorless syrupy liquid. It's a great pick for creating a nice feeling product. BG's main job is usually to be a solvent for the other ingredients. Other tasks including helping the product to absorb faster and deeper into the skin, penetration enhancer, so that's what it calls, making the product spreadly nice over the skin, sleep agent, and attracting water, humectant. Also, attracting water is a humectant into the skin. So the next one here is the sodium laurate. It's also popular in soap. So it is emulsifying, surfactant, and cleansing. That's a short one. All right, the next one is the propylene glycol. So what's a propylene glycol? It's a helper ingredient that improves the freeze-thaw stability of products. It's also a solvent humectant, and to some extent a penetration enhancer. It has a bad reputation among natural cosmetic advocates, but cosmetic scientists and toxicologists experts do not agree. So read more in the geeky details section. So what's the geeky details? Okay, let's read it. Okay, there's a geeky here. Let's see what it says. So propylene glycol is a colorless liquid whose main job usually is to improve the so-called freeze-thaw stability of the products. This means that it makes sure that the product doesn't freeze or melt in low or high temperatures. To achieve this, small amount, usually less than 2%, is used. Other functions of PG include being a humectant, also meaning it helps skin attract water, being a solvent for other ingredients, and being a penetration enhancer. So that's the job of PG, or propylene glycol. So what's next? The next one is the sorbitol. Sorbitol is a sweet-tasting sugar substitute that helps your skin to hold on to water when used in cosmetic products. It also helps to thicken up product and give them a bit more sleep. So it's a moisturizer and humectant. All right. So the next one is the Tocopherol. So the Tocopherol is a primary fat-soluble antioxidant in our skin. Significant photo protection against UVB rays, vitamin C plus vitamin E work in synergy and provide great photo protection. Has emollient properties, easy to formulate, stable, and relatively inexpensive. So what's the geeky details here? I like this ratings here. It has geeky details. So vitamin E is the major fat-soluble antioxidant in our skin. As a strong antioxidant, it's an A player in protecting the skin cells from the nasty little things called free radicals that want to destroy the lovely collagen that makes our skin nice and firm. Because it's fat soluble, our skin just loves to absorb it, as opposed to water soluble things where we have to trick our skin to absorb them. So the next ingredients we have on the Snail White Whip soap is the cholesterol. So it's one of the important lipids that can be found naturally in the outer layer of the skin. So about 25% of the goopy stuff between our skin cells consists of cholesterol. So together with ceramides and fatty acids, they play a vital role in having a healthy skin barrier and keeping the skin hydrated. Apart from being an important skin identical ingredient, it's also an emollient and stabilizer. So it's a skin identical ingredients or emollient. It's a nice one. So the next one we have here is the hydrogenated lecithin. This one is also famous on soup. So it's the chemically chopped up version of normal lecithin. Most often it's used to create liposomes and to coat and stabilize other ingredients. So this is the one that stabilizes other ingredients. And The next one is fragrance, of course, fragrance. It's a perfume, of course. Exactly what it sounds, nice smelling stuff put into cosmetics products so that the end product also smells nice. Fragrance is in the US, and parfum in the EU is a generic term on the ingredients list that is made up of 30 to 50% chemicals on average. Alright, so that's the, well, fragrance, it's perfume, or that's the one that creates a good smell to the product. So the next one here is the titanium dioxide. So titanium dioxide is one of the two members of the elite sunscreen group called physical sunscreen. So, or it's called, or inorganic sunscreen if you're a science geek and want to be precise. Traditionally, UV filters are categorized as either chemical or physical. The big difference is supposed to be that chemicals agent absorb UV lights, while physical agent reflects it like a bunch of mini umbrellas on top of the skin. While this categorization is easy and logical, it turns out it's not true. A recent 2016 study shows that inorganic sunscreen work mostly by absorption, just like chemical filters, and only a little bit by reflection. They do reflect the light in the visible spectrum, but mostly absorb in the UV spectrum. Alright, so it has a sunscreen or a colorant. So what's the next one here? And the next ingredients we have for the whip soap is the Helianthus Annuus Seed Oil. What's this? So it's the short term for this, Helianthus Annuus Seed Oil. So in short, it's a sunflower oil. Alright? Sunflower does not need a big intro, as you probably use it in the kitchen as cooking oil, or you munch on the seeds as a healthy snack, or you adore its big. So beautiful yellow flower during the summer, or you do all of this and probably even more. And by even more, we mean putting it all over your face, as sunflower oil is one of the most commonly used plants or plant oils in skincare. It's really oldie, expressed directly from the seeds. The oil is used not for hundreds but thousands of years. According to the National Sunflower Association, there is evidence that both the plant and its oil were used by American Indians in the area of Arizona and New Mexico about 3000 BC. Well, do the math, it's more than 5,000 years. Definitely oldie one, eh? That's why I think that's why this snail white is popular in North America, because of the ingredients that it has, sunflower oils. Alright, so next one is the Centellia asiatica extract. I'm familiar with this too. So Centellia asiatica, or gotu kola, as a normal people call it, has been used in folk medicine for 100 years or hundreds of years. It's traditionally used to improve small wounds, burns, and scratches, and it's also well known as anti-inflammatory agent for eczema. So recently, science has taken an interest in gotu kola as well, and it turns out it really has many active compounds with several benefits. Just to hardcore geeks, the main biologically active compounds are pentacyclic triterpenoid, saponins called asiaticoside. The other one is medicacioside, or asiatic and madecasic acid, also called centellosides. Oh, that's a hard one. Alright. So the next ingredients here is the sodium hyaluronate. So sodium hyaluronate is what's this one? It's a sodium form cousin of the famous NMF. So hydraulic acid. Just give me a second here. I'm just gonna check one thing here. Okay, so alright, what's happening to all that? Okay, let's continue. So the sodium form cousin of the famous NMF, or hyaluronic acid, if HA does not tell, so not tell you anything, we have a super detailed geeky explanation about it here. So the TLDR version of HA is that it's a huge polymer, big molecule from repeated just give me a second, I just want to get rid of this one. Alright, being plump and elastic, HA is famous for its crazy water holding capacity, as it can bind up to 1,000 times its own weight in water. So as far as skincare goes, sodium hyaluronate and hyaluronic acid are pretty much the same, and the two names are used interchangeably as cosmetic chemists. Kind of Stephen writes on Reddit, sodium hyaluronate is associated into hyaluronic acid molecule, a sodium atom in solution. Alright, so it's a long one. The next one here is the phenoxyethanol. That's a familiar one. So it's pretty much the current IT preservative. It's safe and gentle, but even more importantly, it's not feared by everyone, mostly without scientific reason. Paraben. It's not something new. It was introduced around 1950, and today it can be used up to 1% worldwide. It can be found in nature in a green tea, but the version used in cosmetic is synthetic. So the next one we have here is the Plantageneum seed oil. Okay, what's this seed oil here? Oh, that's much says here, but Plantageneum seed oil is a solvent. So that's what it says here. It's that short. So the next one is Helianthus Annuus seed oil Ansaphonifiables. That's a long one. All right. So what's in here? The ansaphonifiable part of sunflower. It's also sunflower seed, of course. It's the small part of the oil that resists saphonification, the chemical reaction that happens during soap making. So if you want to understand the saphonification more, here is a short explanation. If not, we understand, just skip this paragraph. So oil are mostly made up of the triglyceride molecules, the glycerin plus 3 fatty acids attached to it. And during the soap making process, a strong base splits and triglyceride molecule up to become a separate glycerin, and 3 soap molecules, sodium, salt, of fatty acids. A fantastic lab muffin blog has a handy explanation with a great drawing about the soap making reaction. So you just when you click the ingredients, there are clickable, like the sunflower oil, handy explanation with a great drawing. So you get most of the information here. Is it's connected to the other blog and write-ups of the these ingredients of the whip soap, snail white whip soap. So the next one, of course, snail white, the snail secretion filtrate, and we're gonna read it. If you are into the K-beauty trend, you must have bumped into snail slime like 1,000 times. Korean brands love the ingredients and tout it for its miraculous repair and hydration properties. It's claimed to be able to repair everything from dry patches, acne breakouts, to signs of aging, and we are happy to say that it might be just true. So snail slime is the yucky stuff that snails, and in cosmetics, the secretion of Cornu aspersum, the garden snail, is used. So it produces when they are in stressed. It's not the same as the one they secrete to be able to move nicely and smoothly. As the cosmetic chemist at the Beauty Brains blog write, chemically speaking, snail slime is a complex mixture of proteoglycans, the glycosaminoglycans, glycoprotein enzymes, hydroloric acid or hyaluronic acid, copper peptides, antimicrobial peptides, and trace elements including copper, zinc, and iron. So English translation equals it's loaded with a bunch of good stuff, yeah, good for the skin stuff. All right, so there's more reading here. Let's click this one. Oh, it's a long story. So as for scientific proof, the snail slime does something for the skin. We did find a couple of studies to go by. A Spanish radiation and oncologist Rafael Abad Iglesias, MD, discovered for the first time that snail mucin can be used to treat radiation dermatitis. It's a skin irritation caused by the radiotherapy, a form of cancer treatment. So there's more. There's a lot of information here. Maybe let's read it all for you. So he did a clinical study with 100 patients and reported a statistically significant clinical improvement in erythema, itching, and burning pain in the group treated with snail slime. So he 2007 study examined the molecular basis for the great regeneration properties for the ingredient. So it found that snail slime indeed does a bunch of positive things that could be the reason for its great repair abilities. So first, it has a serious antioxidant properties thanks to two great antioxidant enzymes, superoxide dismutase and glutathione's is transferase. So second is SS induce fibroblast proliferation or proliferation that are particularly important during wound healing. So this SSS, this SS was also found on a down the regulate MMP, an evil enzyme that out there to destroy skin firming collagen. These properties add up to give SS not only wound healing and regenerate properties but also serious anti-aging potential. Whoa, I love this soap. It has good smell. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Actually, I just used it a while ago, and I just it's wet. I just put some tissue in it, so it dries up, so I can present it to you. So here it looks like. So I've been using this one. This one is it's not open yet. It's from our store, so it's expensive. That's why most of the famous artists in the Philippines is using this product. So it's famous. All right, so let's continue. I was just overwhelmed for what I was reading here. So regarding anti-aging, a 2013 study in a journal, what's this one? Journal Drugs in Dermatology examined the effect of SS on photo-aged skin. The 14-week double-blind, let's put this one up so I can, alright, so that's it. The 14th week double-blind 25 participant study found that there was a significant degree of improvement in fine lines. That's why I feel like it's what do you got there? It's lifting. It's tightened. Though the participant did not report a significant difference in the quality of their skin. All in all, we think that snail slime definitely deserves the skin goodie status it already enjoys in the K-beauty space. If you have no problem with somewhat strange or yucky things or animal-derived ingredients in your product, it's worth a try. Alright, don't try, just don't try, use it, because it has I'm using this one, so you're lucky because most of the cosmetics right now, it's because of the age, the process. It's been a long time, and there's more science that coming on every cosmetics, so you're lucky, guys, that these things already exist now compared before. And all right, so the next one is the PEG 90M. So what's this one? Alright, so PEG 90M is a viscosity controlling or emulsion stabilizing agent. So it's stabilized also those ingredients, the one that we have here in this soap. Next is the chlorphenesin. what's the chlorphenazine. So it's a little helper ingredients that works as a preservative. It works against bacteria and some species of fungi and yeast. So it's often combined with IT preservative, phenoxyethanol. It's hard to pronounce most of the ingredients because it's too scientific, which we're not familiar reading these ingredients every day, right? The other one is the Rosmarinus officinalis leaf extract. So the Rosmarinus officinalis leaf extract. So this is the extract coming from the lovely herb rosemary. Ooh. It contains lots of chemicals, including flavonoids, phenolic acid, and diterpenes. I don't know what it sounds like. Its main active is rosmarinic acid, a potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. It has also antibacterial, astringent, and toning properties. So the leaves contain a small amount of essential oil, 1 to 2%, with fragrant component. So if you are allergic to fragrance, it might be better to avoid it. So yeah, if you're any kind of cosmetics, you need to try it first, right? So you will know if you're allergic or not. So once you put it on your skin, well, you'll feel it. So if you have allergic reaction to it, just stop using it. Any product has well, if you're allergic, then you have to stop it, but if it's good, then use it. So that's the reason why we are putting all the ingredients here, so you know what's in this soap. So the next ingredients here is sapientum pulp extract. All right. So this one is a product with Musa spectrum pulp extract. So it doesn't have any information here, but we're gonna take a look at next time for this one here. Oh, so the next ingredients is the ribes nigrum seed. What is this? So it's a blackcurrant seed oil. So it's a seed oil. It's an emollient. So what emollient means? So it's a nice ingredients that make your skin soft, smooth, and lovely. That's what the emollient does to your skin. So the next here is the cardiospermum. The cardio, is that a cardios? Oh, that's a long one. So it says here cardiospermum halicacabum flower leaf vine extract. I think this is a vine flower. So hopefully we have the connection of our internet is lagging. And why? So the product cardiospermum halicacabum flower leaf vine extract. So it doesn't have any information here, but I'm curious what this one. So let's look at to Google. Let's ask Google. Let's ask Google what's all right. So let's see. Alright, so I'm just gonna show you how it looks like, but it doesn't says any. There's no information that the encoder inside encoder.com, they don't have any information of this product. So let's see what this one can give. So it's look like a small balloon. I'm seeing this lots of this one. I'm seeing this in the Philippines, not of this one. It's just on the roadside, you know. I don't know if you're seeing this on the. So this is how it looks like. We'll see. I just want to show you guys how it looks. It's new to me. So I think so that's how it looks like, and you know, I'm not sure if you're seeing this on the screen. It's like a balloon or a Japanese lantern. All right, so that's how it looks like, but it doesn't have any information yet here. All right, so next one is the Mangifera indica pulp extract. So doesn't have any. I think this more on the plant ingredients coming from the plants. Let's just take a look at it here, and I'm just curious about the ingredients. So it says here the Mangifera indica pulp extract product contains. So it doesn't have any much more here, but it says here what products can be made from. Various parts of plant are used of antiseptic, astringent, tonic. Doesn't have any information here. Anyways, I'm going to research of those. So next time when you go to our website, I have the information there. So I just get the information from the NAMU website. And yeah, so next is Arbutin. So Arbutin, pretty well known and often used ingredients with a magic ability to fade brown spots. It's used traditionally in Japan and can be found naturally in a couple of plants, including the leaves of pears trees, wheat, and bearberry. Arbutin seems to work its magic and hinder the pigmentation process of the second step of it. An enzyme called tyrosinase is needed to create melanin, so the pigment that causes the brown spots. So that's the melanin. And while several other skin lightening agents work to inhibit the synthesis of tyrosinase itself, like vitamin C or licorice, so Arbutin lets tyrosinase be and rather hinders the melanin forming activity of the enzyme. So it might be a good idea to combine Arbutin with some direct tyrosinase inhibitors for more skin lightening effect. So all in all, Arbutin is one of the better known skin brightening agent. So that's probably worth a try if pigmentation is an issue for you. All right. So let's go to the next ingredients of the whip soap, snail white whip soap. So what we have here, I'm overwhelmed with this product because it has so much good or very good ingredients we have here. The next one is the magnesium ascorbyl phosphate. All right. So it's a form of skincare superstar, vitamin C. If you do not know what the big deal about vitamin C is, so click and read all about it. So click here. So I'm not gonna click that later, or just you can do it. It's well, we'll wait here for you. So okay. He wants us to click here. Alright, so that's what it says. Works best between a concentration of 5 to 20. I think this was a ascorbic acid. That's what it was trying to tell us. So now you know that the pure vitamin C, aka ascorbic acid AA, is really unstable and hard to formulate. So the cosmetic industry is coming up with a bunch of derivatives to solve the problem of magnesium. Solve the problem, and magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, or MAP, is one of them. Alright, so meaning it's a skin brightening and antioxidant. The next one we have here is the sodium metabisulfite. Oh yeah, what's that? It's also an antioxidant and a preservative. That's what it says here. Okay, let's close that one. Let's close that one. And the next is the monascus rice ferment. What's that? Oh, it's also an antioxidant. It tells here it's an antioxidant. All right. It has lots of antioxidants ingredients here. So the Saccharomyces or Coix, Lacryma-Jobi, Ma-Yuen seed ferment filtrate. It's a long one. Oh no. So what do we have here? See, Saccharomyces Coix. Maybe let's just go with this one. Let's look. Oh, it's so scientific. It's a long one. All right, so let's have a quick look for these ingredients here. Oh no, I can't read this one. It's a different language. I think I need to research for that and link that next time to our website. So that's enough. I'm going to research for that one. So, alright. So next is the tetrasodium or ADTA. It's a handy helper ingredient that helps products to remain nice and stable for a longer time. It does so by neutralizing the metal ions in the formula, so that's usually get into there from water that would otherwise cause some not so nice changes. So it's chelating helper ingredients that reacts with the metal ions. Alright, so next is the caprylic or capric triglyceride. So a super common emollient and makes your skin feel nice and smooth. So it comes from coconut oil and glycerin. So it's light texture, clear, odorless, and non-greasy. So it's a nice ingredient to just feel good on the skin. It's a super well tolerated by every skin type and easy to formulate with. So no wonder it's popular, eh? Alright, so next one is sodium benzoate. So sodium benzoate is a helper ingredient that helps to make the product stays nice longer, aka preservative. So it works mainly against fungi. It's pH dependent and works best at acidic pH level 3 to 5. So it's not strong enough to be used in itself, so it's always combined with something else, often with potassium sorbate. Next ingredients we have on our Snail white whip soap is the benzyl alcohol. So it's one of those things that help your cosmetic not to go wrong too soon, so aka also a preservative. So it can be naturally found in fruits and teas, but can also be made synthetically, no matter the origin. In small amounts up to 1%, it's nice. So gentle preservative has to be combined with some other nice preservative like potassium sorbate to be broad spectrum enough. So in high amounts it can be skin irritant if it's a high amount. So it's just it's only the maximum for this one is 1% when you put it on a cosmetic product. So but don't worry, it never used in high amounts. So that's the sure one. So if you know any products, if you see BFUD or Bureau of Food and Drugs registration, you can see it here. It has a number here, and you know, the Food and Drugs Administration is an organization all over the world. So if any product that has it, so it's safe. So never use a product that's not approved. So most of our all our products, not most, because we're not gonna sell it online if it doesn't have any Bureau of Food and Drugs approved from the countries like in Thailand. So it came from Thailand, so it's approved there. And you know, the Bureau of Food and Drugs Administration are they have one organization all over the world, so they share information. So without the, if it's not registered to any countries that has food and drugs approval, it's you don't use it. All right. And also always check the ingredients. All right, next is the ascorbic acid. Here we go. So ascorbic acid is a superstar, works best between a concentration of 5 to 20%, boosts the skin's own collagen production, fades pigmentation and brown spots. If used under the sunscreen, it boosts its UV protection. So extremely unstable and oxidized very easily in presence of light or air. Stable in solution with water only if pH is less than 3 to 5 or in a waterless formulation. So vitamin E plus C work in a synergy and provides superb photo protection. So ferulic acid doubles the photo protection effect of vitamin C and E and helps to stabilize vitamin C. So potent vitamin C serum might cause a slight tingling on sensitive skin. So let's read the geeky details here of the ascorbic acid on for your skin. So just to have more information here. So if vitamin C was a person, it would be someone like Beyonce, Jennifer Lopez, or Mariah Carey. Serious performance, at least superstar, but at the same time shows some major devious behavior. So, but before we dive into it, let's just take a quick look where vitamin C comes from. By the 18th century, sailors noticed that if they eat plenty of citrus fruit, that helps to prevent scurvy, an ugly disease that cause bleeding gums and other head things caused by vitamin C deficiency. So that's what it does if your gums are bleeding, so you have a vitamin C deficiency. So at the time, they had no clue what it was inside citrus fruits that helped. So scientists managed to figure out only in the 1930s that what vitamin C is. So it's a long story. Maybe we're gonna have a one I'm gonna have a one episode for this, just to talk about this ascorbic acid, what it does on our skin. All right, that's too long. All right, the next one is fructose. What's fructose? So a fancy name for fruit sugar. It has nice water binding properties and helps to keep skin hydrated. So it's a moisturizer. That's what it says. So next one is a glucose. You know, glucose, a fancy name for sugar. Luckily, when you put it on your skin, it's good for you, not like when you eat it. So it has water binding properties. So which means that that it helps to keep your skin nice and hydrated. So it's also a moisturizer and humectant. All right, so next one is the lactobacillus or soybean ferment extract. Oh, that's I never heard it. This is the first time I read these ingredients on a soap. So it's lactobacillus soybean fermentation extract. Maybe let's just go to the soybean ferment extract here, and let's ask Google. You know, Google is the most intelligent machine. Internet machine. So the lactobacillus soybean ingredients in cosmetics and what it does. So present study performed compared to the antioxidative and whitening activities of okay, so it's whitening activities and antioxidants. All right, that's at least we get some information about it. So next one is the potassium sorbate. So potassium sorbate is one of those things that help our cosmetic not to go wrong. I think it's also a preservative. So aka preservative, of course, it's not strong one out and doesn't really work against bacteria, but more against mold and yeast. To do that, it has to break down to its active form, sorbic acid. For that to happen, there has to be water in the product and the right pH value. But even if everything is right, it's not enough on its own. All right, if you see a sorbate, you should see some of either preservative next to it. So BTW, it's also a food preservative and even has an E number or E202. That's a scientific name. or a code name. So the last one is the octyldodecanol. Who are you? I hope you have information. So we have information here. So a clear, slightly yellow, odorless oil that's a very common medium spreading emollient. So it makes the skin feel nice and smooth and works in a wide range of formulas. Woohoo, that's nice. It's also an emollient performing. All right, so that's all, guys. And please visit the raffinibeautyproduct.com, and please subscribe to our channel, and visit like us on Facebook. And if you want to go over all other products that we have here on the bottom, and we have soap, serum, cream, body lotion, toner, body scrub, and most of the products we have are coming from the Thailand. Thailand is one of the well-known when it comes to the cosmetic products, because it's popular in there. Alright, so that's it, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you'll get updated on